the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Virginia Tech Hokies offense will get the first crack at it here. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards, when you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking to pass, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Steps away. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And they are fortunate to get the ball back, but unfortunate to have a long way to go after that loss. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but it gets...
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense comes out first time they've had the ball today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand that this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season.
Oh, he's going to go up top. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting stud. Lofts one high and deep. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Back to pass, it's Watson. He'll get rid of it. Got his man downfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. If the Hokies can keep this up in the passing game, that'll make them touch that Hokie stone with a little more enthusiasm.
Yeah, it'll get them jacked up. It'll get excited. A lot of times with Virginia Tech, man, we've seen it. It's the defense. It's the special teams. But when they can get that QB throwing the ball down the field and create some balance, it's when they have their best teams.
The Hokies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense hasn't been on the move.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Back to throw, it's Watson. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And it's another 1st and 10 play. On the ground, it's Overton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Hokies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll try it again. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines, got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. The Hokies are marching down the field. Handoff to the single running back. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Bringing the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. Smart move to get down with the slide. Here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And that one's going to be knocked down incomplete, and we have knocked out the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Trying play action. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Back to throw, it's Watson. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Wiggins. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Lining up to add another. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Larson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He'll keep it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Under fire. They get it up rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Makes the grab, it's Heath. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Hokies line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Harper. Got his man out of the backfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. On 1st and 10 from the 38. From the gun, the running back has it. Makes it past the marker. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A first down run in the red zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Takes the handoff. It's Overton. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Adams. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Back to throw. It's Watson. Pressure coming. Caught over the middle. It's Wiggins. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Overton. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. And the Hokies hit it quickly to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Hokies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Overton. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in the game.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the returner goes down. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in South Bend. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of Touchdown Jesus.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Harper. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Finds the tight end. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is diving.
gun. They'll give it on the inside. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep giving him...
Oh, a lot of space. At the 20. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against...
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Irish back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
To the air, it's Harper. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Tuggle. And it's a first down, they'll mark it at the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer, that's all spring, just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They'll line up for a second down play. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Snagged in the middle, it's Gilbert. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of...
Turning it on! Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Larson. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Watson. Wide open downfield. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's a heat. Grab behind the line. It's Overton. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. And the Hokies will punt it away on fourth down. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Oh, he's got some space. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll run it on the counter. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They go to the ground. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Hey, 27, John.
Hand off from the shotgun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He'll keep it on the sneak. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David. They practice these late-game situations, but how's this guy going to respond?
And I got a little bit of time to work with here, so I watch the defense, and if they're going to drop back and play real conservative like they tend to do late in the game, let's get a few shots over the middle first before we have to take that deep shot.
Through the air, it's Watson. Spins away from the defense. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Timeout is called by the offense. They have 14 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keith. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense. They get a sack at the 47. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw, and he's got to do it here late. He wants a big play here late. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.